Hey guys, I wanted to do something glittery and fun and prom inspired. You can also wear this for like a special occasion. So if you want to see how I got this look, then please continue to watch this video. Okay, so before I apply any foundation, what I like to do is apply a primer all over my face first, and I'm using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I love this one, it's my favorite because it gives my makeup a really nice smooth velvety finish. And now I'm going to move on to the eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and apply a base all over the eyelid, and I'm using the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer as a eyeshadow primer. I love it because it doesn't crease up on me, so you can use an eyeshadow primer, use whatever works best for you. And I'm going to apply some sticky tape at the outer corner of my eyes, and I'm going to go into the eyeshadow Caramel by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm just gonna pop that into the crease. It's a great transition color. It's like a warm brown shade. If you don't have it, don't worry, you just use a warm brown shade, that will work. I'm using the MAC 224 blending brush to blend the eyeshadow back and forth. Now the next eyeshadow I'm using is Coco, and this is from Artist of Makeup Zukreat Cosmetics. I believe that's how you say it. I'm not exactly sure. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. And I'm just going to place that eyeshadow also in the crease. It's a darker shade brown, and I'm just going to blend that back and forth windshield wiper motion. Now I'm going to go ahead and fill in my brows, and I'm going to take the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz pencil in the shade dark brown. I love using this pencil. It's my favorite brow pencil to fill in my brows. Now this is completely optional. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but I like to use a bit of concealer just to clean up my brows, and I actually use it as my brow bone highlight as well. So the concealer is a couple shades lighter than my skin tone, and the brush that I'm using, it's from BH Cosmetics. Going back into the same eyeshadow we applied first, this is the Caramel eyeshadow from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm just going to reapply that right above the crease using the Sigma E40 brush. Next, I'll be applying this gorgeous gold eyeshadow. It's a baked shadow from NYX Cosmetics, and it's called Lavish. And I think the best way to apply these eyeshadows are wet. So I just wet my brush with a bit of Fix Plus spray, and I just lightly tap that onto the eyelid. Okay, so I'm going to go back into the Artist of Makeup palette. I'm going to grab the eyeshadow Hush, and it's kind of like a light frosty color, and I'm just going to apply that at the inner portion of my eye, and I'm going to blend it into the gold. Then I'm going to go in with my blending brush and just blend the crease color together and just make everything look really nice and seamless. Okay, so now we're going to add some fun to this look because I want to add some glitter to this look. So I'm going to take MAC's Reflex Bronze Glitter. Obsessed with this product, and I'm going to pat that onto my eyelid. Now the best way to apply this, I believe, is wetting your brush with some Fix Plus spray or any kind of like makeup setting spray would work best. However, I didn't do that, so I don't really like how it looks right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and fix that up later. Okay, so now I'm just blending the eyeshadows together. Okay, so taking one of my favorite liner, I think I say this every single time, one of my favorite liner from the drugstore. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Liner, and I'm gonna go ahead and create a wing liner on my top lash line, and I'm using an angle brush to create the liner. So I start off at the outer corner of the eye, and I still have the tape there. The tape does help a bit, but I don't like using the tape when I do my liner, so I remove the tape. For the outer corner of my eyes, I'm going to apply a black eyeshadow. You can use any black eyeshadow for this. And I'm just going to place this at the outer corner in a V-like shape. Now I'm applying it with a pencil brush. And then I'm going to go back in with the MAC 224 blending brush and just blend the eyeshadow. And I also went back and reapplied my liner as well, just to make it look a little bit more dark and more intense, because when I was blending the eyeshadow, it kind of got a little faded, so I had to reapply the liner. And of course, no look would be completed, especially for prom, without mascara. And honey, you know I need mascara because I have no lashes. This mascara barely does anything for me, but it's my favorite. So it's the MAC Extended Giga Black Mascara. It gives me just a little bit of length. And I'm just going to go back into my gel liner to do a bit of tight lining as well. Now I'm going to apply some falsies to this look. You can use any falsies of your choice. I'm using some lashes from L'Amour Mink Lashes. These are the 3D Abelia Mink Lashes. And I'm just going to apply them, well, I'm going to apply them as close to my natural lash line as possible. Okay, so remember when I said I wasn't feeling the glitter? It wasn't giving me life? Okay, honey, now it's giving me life. So I went ahead and reapplied. All I did was wet my brush with some Fix Plus spray, and as you guys can see, we're getting some shine here. We're getting some glitter. Getting some glitter action. So yeah, that's pretty much, well, that's not pretty much the eye look, but I'm going to go ahead and apply my foundation, and I'm going to use a wet wipe just to clean up any loose glitter that fell on my face, and I have to reapply my primer as well. Okay, so whenever I know I have somewhere special to go, I know I'm going to take pictures, I like to go with like a full coverage foundation. You can use any foundation of your choice. Today I'm going to use the Nars Luminous foundation in the shade, I believe this is Cadiz. So this is the newest Nars foundation, and you guys, I'm not really a big fan of this foundation anymore. I used to like it. This video is actually 5 weeks old, but I don't really care for this foundation anymore, and it's because it broke me out a bit and I'm not here for it, so I stopped using it. But if it works for you, go ahead and use it. Moving on to contour, so I'm going to take the black opal foundation stick. This is in the shade Mocha, and I apply it in the hollows of my cheek, down my jawline, around my forehead area, and this is just going to slim down my face a bit and just give my face definition. And I'm going to go ahead and contour down the sides of my nose to give my nose a slimmer appearance. These steps are completely optional. You don't have to do this if you're not into the whole highlight and contour thing, but girls, you know I love to highlight and contour, so obviously I'm going to. So now I'm going to use the MAC dual fiber brush and just blend that in, and then I'm going to go in with the Real Technique sponge. It's a damp sponge, so it's a little wet and it's damp, not like soaking wet or anything like that, and I'm going to blend out the contour lines because we're not going to walk around with contour lines on our face. We got to blend that stuff. To highlight, I'm going to use the Kevyn Aucoin Skin Enhancer, and it is a couple shades lighter than my skin tone. You can use any concealer that is a few shades lighter, and I'm just going to apply this under my eyes, along my forehead area, my chin, my nose. I have a video on highlighting and contouring, so I will link that down below because this video won't be as detailed as those videos. And of course we're gonna have to blend out the highlight as well, so I'm using the same damp Real Technique sponge. And someone wanted to say hi, so my daughter Chinea wanted to say hi to you guys. So now I'm gonna go ahead and set the highlighted area, and I'm using the Ket Cosmetics translucent powder, and I'm using that mainly under my eyes just to give my eyes a nice bright look. And then I'm going to go in with the Ben Nye Luxury Powder in the shade Banana. And I'm also going to apply that just to set my highlight area. So anywhere on my face that I highlight, I'm going to apply this powder just to make it, you know, bake, sit, and cook. So it gives my makeup a really nice, flawless finish. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to dust this all away. I don't need this. I already explained this in my highlight and contour video. So now I'm going to go ahead and contour my cheeks using a powder. And I'm just using the Maybeline Fit Me powder just to give myself a bit of a stronger contour and something that's going to last all day, because the cream contour will not last all day for me. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply some blush on my cheeks, and the blush that I'm using, I think it's called Cheeky by Sigma. I'm not sure, but I will link it in the description bar down below. And of course we're going to dust away all that excess powder because we don't need this. Okay, so now I'm going to finish the eyes now. So I'm going to go back into the gel liner, and I'm just going to reapply some gel liner on the bottom lash line, and then I'm going to go on top of that with some black eyeshadow. Any black eyeshadow will do, and I'm just going to run that along where I placed the liner. Then I'm going to go in with a pencil brush and just blend that out, just give it a nice smoky effect, and then I'm going to grab a plum shade brown eyeshadow. So I'm using Plum from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm just going to pop that on the liner and just blend it out, give it a really nice smoky effect. Next, I'm going to go in with some mascara and apply some mascara to my bottom lashes. I completely forgot to show you guys this step, but I added bottom lashes. You don't have to if you already have lashes, you don't need it, but I don't have any, so I added falsies on the bottom. Now to add some glow to the cheek, you can use your favorite highlighter. I'm using the Bobi Brown Bronze Glow, and I add it at the highest point of my cheekbone using a fan brush. Next, I'm going to go ahead and do my lips, and I'm using one of my favorite lip pencils. This is Cork by MAC, and I'm going to apply the lipstick that I'm wearing today. I believe it's a mixture of Blankety and Kinda Sexy from MAC. And to finish off my lips, I'm going to add some lip gloss. I believe this lip gloss is from L'Oreal. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm going to go back in with my lip pencil. And this is the finished look, you guys. And yeah, I added some spray, Urban Decay setting spray, and I'm going to fix my hair. So all I did was straighten it with a flat iron. The flat iron that I use is by Chi. And all the hair info and all that hair stuff will be in the description bar down below. So yeah, this is the completed look. I really hope you guys enjoy this look. I hope you guys have fun with this look, and I will see you guys in another video very soon. I love you guys. Bye.